I mean, I also feel like we got to find a credible, reliable source.
For a lot of it's just fucking bullshit, bro.
A lot of it is BS. A lot of people want to get into the gossip about who's beefing with who, and like, I just want to know who's dropping albums, bro. What is Rihanna doing? I saw a tweet actually. I said Rihanna was walking around the streets of New York, and I'm like, cool, bro. But does she have any other news?
I'm sure
updates?
she walks around a lot of places, bro.
Yeah, come on, man. I think it is cool that she just walks around New York, by the way. It's kind of cool.
Well, you could kind of do that in New York, that they say. Like, you could be super famous and take the train. And,
I mean, there's just so many people there.
Yeah.
I mean, is it like a New York thing, though?
I think the vibe is like, we don't care, dude. It's not Hollywood.
I got my own shit, bro.
It's not Hollywood. Where
I got my own shit to do.
Yeah, like, I got to go to fucking work. Yeah. I got to go do this.
I'm tired. I didn't even notice.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. Would you be able to be like that in New York?
No.
Anyways, let's get ready.
No
Let's talk about it on the podcast. Yeah. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Media Mixtape podcast. It is your boy Obi Jack sitting next to me, my brother Josh G.
What up?
Welcome back to another episode. As you can tell by the title, we're going to be reviewing the games.
The game's Drillmatic.
Drillmatic.
It's called more than that.
Yeah.
It is
Love and hate or something like that. Or
yeah, it is the
hatred and hatred and rap.
No, it's Drillmatic Heart versus Mind. But Drillmatic is fine.
Drillmatic, yeah.
Yeah, we're reviewing Drillmatic, the game's new album, which is actually super interesting. I don't think we've interviewed. I don't think we've reviewed a rapper like the game here on the podcast, in the sense of like an older rapper who's a legend. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think we did his album.
No, the documentary too, or whatever. That was the last one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did.
I heard the album. I definitely heard the album. I don't think we reviewed it though. But yeah, we don't really do like. Obviously, we do a lot of like legends who are like, you know, in their prime right now, like Drake, the J. Cole's, the Kendricks of the world. But like, I'm talking about like a certified Hall of Famer coming out with the album in their 50s or 40s. You know, like the game has to be in his 40s, right?
He's in his 40s, I think.
Almost 50s. So. You know, it's interesting, I think, to dive into a rapper who's like a legend already and dropping some music late, but also having incredible features. Like, we'll talk about how we felt about the album, but just off the rip, if you go to his album, it's like you're talking about huge names. Like Blueface is on this album, which I don't know why that was the first. He's 42?
He's 42.
Okay. I don't know why that was the first name that came to mind, but Blueface is on this album. Kanye's on this album.
Big Sean. Chris Brown,
Roddy Ricch,
YG. I mean, he's got, yeah.
I mean, every song has a feature pretty much, and some great artists on here. So it is interesting. He also has some big news here. He has a Eminem beef,
diss,
little Eminem diss on here. So we'll definitely get into that. We'll discuss it. We do have a little bit of. I think we have a little bit of bias. Just because like the game's LA, bro, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm like full like biased, like, oh yeah, I'm a huge The Game fan. I'm not gonna say like I'm the biggest The Game fan. I think he's a beast.
I'm gonna say
legend, but
I think The Game is very slept on.
I think he's underrated.
Yeah,
say that
I think he's super underrated, and I think back in the day, like when G Unit was at its peak and they had their beef, like they were the Game and 50 were probably the two biggest rappers in the game at that point.
Hey, on top. I'm gonna shine, homie, into my house. I go ahead every week. But he was spitting bars back then too. Like I think he's underrated as a rapper.
And he didn't sound super West Coast.
No, and people just categorize him, I think, as like a gangster rapper. And it's like, yeah, I guess kind of, but he's also a freaking beast.
Yeah, bars, bro.
He's got bars. So anyways, we'll talk about that obviously later in the episode. We'll get into the game later on. Jake's gonna go over some news first before we get into the game's drum.
Yeah, I did want to bring up, there's again no music news worth talking about.
Again, we were talking about this before the intro. Rihanna's walking around New York. What?
Oh, shit.
Like, what is up with this news? Come on, news outlets out there.
Yeah.
I don't follow many, but again.
Like, the news is like, Travis, look at James Harden and Travis Scott fucking celebrating.
Yeah.
Why is that news?
Lil Baby wore a shirt that says, stop being racist, and he's wearing an Indians hat. And, you know, whatever.
Like,
why are we talking about this? What are we doing?
There's new music coming out.
When's the new music coming out? Right. Who's rumored to feature with who? You know, like someone dropping an album soon. Bro. Like, what happened with the whole? Wasn't there a situation where like the Migos were like breaking up? What happened to that?
Yeah. What happened? Yeah. Give me actual fucking news, bro.
They like broke up and then like.
oh, fucking A$AP Rocky was seen in fucking McDonald's. I don't
Their
give a
baby's
fuck, bro.
3 months old now.
Yeah.
Well, that's crazy.
I mean, they don't give a fuck, but it's like
It's good. It's not good.
It's not like music news.
Yes, I want.
It's just
I want to know what's
news
going on.
of a
And
celebrity.
Honestly, like even not even hip hop, and I want music, other music too. Like like I just feel like no music, no music outlet, news outlet really gives us interesting stories about music.
Right.
So anyways.
Completely dry, but I did want to mention. Obviously, it's fucking about Drake. It's always about Drake.
Okay,
but
yeah, sure.
Drake was seen at a Kendrick Lamar concert in Toronto.
See, but this is interesting news.
Yes.
That's interesting to me. Like this is a news I want.
Yes.
Like Rihanna's walking around with Beyonce. What the fuck? That's
Holy shit.
crazy.
Are they collabing?
Are they gonna
Yeah.
make a
That's
album?
crazy news. Yeah.
Yeah. That's interesting to me.
Rihanna was seen leaving a studio.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh shit, is she fucking making music now?
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
But
That's news.
we don't even get that. So even this one, super interesting. Was Kendrick talking to him, or was he talking to someone else?
Was Kendrick in the video?
I don't know, because it looked like someone's talking to him.
I think it's just his
Drake's
homie.
like saying something, and then the crowd is all looking. So I was like, is Kendrick like on the mic saying shit to the crowd? Like, yo, give a shout out to Drake, and he's like there. Because Kendrick does that.
No, it kind of looked like before the show even started.
Yeah.
That was the vibe I was getting. Like, people were still kind of.
I saw a picture, though.
I saw a video.
Oh, wait, no, I did see a video, yeah.
Yeah.
But Drake's kind of like walking to a seat.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's like barely sitting down. It kind of looks like the beginning of the concert. But just the fact that he was at the concert
He's interesting.
is interesting because we've talked about it many times on this podcast. We
Yeah, but
need a fucking J. Cole, Drake, Kendrick.
We just need everyone
Just
to
a
be
song.
cool. We just need
Just a
everyone to
song.
be cool, man. Like, what's up with this beef and disses and like Drake doesn't like Kendrick doesn't like Drake supposedly, whatever. It's just like, bro, just make music together.
Yeah, make music.
You guys are great artists.
We're losing out on some of the probably greatest music we've ever heard.
Yeah.
Because you guys are beefing, man.
Yeah, like even before Donda, like Kanye was still putting out some good music for a while. Like if Kanye could have collabed with a lot of these artists like Cole, Kendrick, and Drake, those three, for example,
Yeah,
they could have made some great shit, and they
Yeah.
just never really did. Yeah, I know Kanye and Drake have made a couple songs together, but they always seem to flop to me. Never impress.
Kanye and Drake?
Yeah. You liked on More Life, the whatever their one was called. I don't know. I honestly don't even listen to it
I'm
ever.
not going to look it up.
It's on More Life. They had one together. It just wasn't that good to me. I never listened to it. Never got back to it. They have a couple tracks together that I just feel like go under the radar because no one really cares because they're never that good.
So he was back in the day on Forever.
Which
Glow on
doesn't
More
count,
Life?
kinda.
Glow. Oh,
yes.
I like that one.
I don't like that one that
bro.
much.
Watch out for me. I'm about to
Yeah,
glow.
I don't like it.
That one's hard.
I don't like it.
Life of the Party. Glow.
What song is that? Sorry.
I don't know that one.
What
It
song
came out
is
in
Life of the
2021.
Party? That's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying. They make songs together, but Drake and Kanye make songs together, but they never are good. They're never like great.
Pop style.
That doesn't really count. He says like 2 lines. Kanye says like 2 lines. In that
Yeah, there's not that many.
You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like we miss out on a lot of stuff. Stop the beef. If Drake is actually at Kendrick's concert, but this is the thing. Drake and J. Cole aren't beefing, never have been, and they just never work together.
I know, it's just annoying, bro.
Like, what the fuck? Make music together. You guys
They
are
have-
homies. Drake's going to his concert.
They have
Kendrick's
one
concert.
song
Just-
together.
Yeah. One, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, they have.
And they're great.
Can I hit it in the morning? Classic. That's a fucking classic right there, bro.
I know that when it's ass cold. Yeah. Anyways. So, but yeah,
Collab.
Drake was there
Basically,
at Kendrick's album, Kendrick's concert
I
in
am
Toronto. In Toronto, so it's not like Kendrick had a choice. That's my thing. Kendrick had no choice. He had no say in this.
Sure.
Kendrick just had a concert in Toronto, and Drake happened to be there. Now,
But maybe that's-
if Drake came out on stage, it's a different story.
Maybe this is the olive branch of like, hey, bro,
This is Drake reaching out and going, "Come on."
I fuck with you, bro.
Yeah, but Drake does that with everybody too. I think there's a very limited amount of people.
He goes to a concert of somebody?
No,
it's
I think-
not like just showing up.
No, but I think Drake. There's issues with him in the weekend, and then all of a sudden Drake's like, "Yeah, me and the dude who sounds like Michael Jackson are fine now," and it's like, "That's cool, bro," but you have never made a song after that together. So, are you really that cool? Not that you have to make songs with people, but it's just like
You and the Weeknd
Drake seems to like
have made great music together before.
Yeah, Drake seems to like put it's water under the bridge for Drake, but it doesn't always seem reciprocated.
We have one song with Kendrick and Drake, and we have one song with Cole and
Yeah,
Drake.
and it's too little.
Too little.
Kendrick and J. Cole have great songs together.
many-
Forbidden Fruit, and Get Loose.
But that's only one, right? Maybe they were
I wanna
like,
say they have a couple.
maybe
but
early on they were like,
one song,
one.
you get one, bitch. They just don't like each other. They actually don't like each other at all.
they're just like, no,
You
I'm
get
saying
one
like,
motherfucker. And that's
maybe
it.
I think the
Well-
vibe is like,
Well, J. Cole doesn't work with anybody.
Yeah, but he does though.
He does features.
I'm saying. I think it was like early on. They were like, let's all do our own shit.
Yeah. Let's just run this shit together. All three of us.
We're all great. Let's just all do our own shit.
Yeah.
And it's hidden behind this supposed beef.
They're in their mid-30s, bro. We're running out of time.
Do it.
We are running out of time.
Anyways, do it. So, we just want to bring that up. Hopefully, we get a collab soon.
Yeah, Drake will be sick. Mm-hmm.
Please. I'm putting it into the universe, bro. Speaking it into existence.
I feel like in my lifetime it's going to happen. Drake, Kendrick, and J. Cole are going to make an album. It's going to happen in my lifetime.
I'm not even saying an album, just one song,
want an album,
bro.
But I think
it would be the fucking highest selling song of all time.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on to movie news. Starting off with some DC news. Blue Beetle, which everybody feared was going to get canceled with all this other stuff happening on HBO Max, is reportedly still on track and set to release August 18, 2023. Now, I will admit, I don't know much about this character.
Yeah.
I have seen him before in like cartoons and shit.
Yeah. I've heard of this character before, but I'm also not sad.
But a lot of people are hype about it because they got one of the kids from what's the fucking show?
Stranger Things?
No. Friday show? Just fucking reboot. Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai, one of the actors from there is the main actor in this one. So everybody's like, oh shit, they love that show. So they want it to be good.
I feel like I'm good, man. I feel like I'm good at picking shows, guys. I feel like you guys are just, everyone's basic and everyone's sheep, and I'm the best at it. I'm just kidding. No, recently I was telling you about that show. If you guys haven't seen Modern Love on Amazon Prime, it's pretty fucking good. It has cheesy moments. It's definitely lovey-dovey romance shit.
Yeah.
And I'm not even into that stuff, really. But I found that show. I thought it was fucking amazing. So far, 4 episodes in. Every fucking episode slapped. I feel like I'm really choosy when it comes to shows. Never watched Cobra Kai. But I watched a couple episodes, and I'm like, it's just not that good.
It's supposed to be really good.
It's not, though, you know? I watched a little bit. Did you watch it from the beginning, though? Good. No.
And I think the point is you kind of got to be a fan of Karate Kid.
And I like the Karate Kid, you know what I'm saying?
But you're not like
But like, I look at the main guy, and I go, he's a fucking asshole. He's also not good of an actor. Sorry. Sorry to say. It was supposed to be really
good. Like, it went on for a couple seasons, and like...
I feel the same about Ralph Macchio. I was like, he wasn't that good of an actor. Wasn't good back then and wasn't good now.
It's pretty good, bro. I think you're hating.
I do think Ralph Macchio's... I mean, I'm not saying... Obviously, the dude made it. He's a better actor than me. I'm not saying I'm a fucking great actor, you know?
Right.
Whatever. I'm not trying to shit on him, but I'm just saying, in the grand scheme of actors, I don't think Ralph Macchio is the best actor. Even now, as an adult.
I feel you, but I mean...
As a kid, I thought he was okay.
Yeah. Dad really liked it, and he's a huge fan of Karate
I thought
Kid.
the bad guy was... Well, yeah, but Dad's a big fan of martial arts, too.
It was like a lot of people talking about it.
A lot of people liked it. I agree with you. But a lot of people talk about Stranger Things, and it's aight. It's a lot of mid to me. It's a lot of mid to me.
You can't say that. Actually, no, I forgot who I was talking to, but they were saying... It's like that every season is like strong beginning, boring middle, strong ending.
Yeah.
So you're like, I gotta fucking see
Stranger Things.
Next year. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know.
I don't watch any of it. I watched maybe half of season 1.
Let's do it together. I know we're not watch it together, but let's watch. Let's do it. Let's make a commitment to start from the beginning.
Fuck. I hate watching shows, bro.
Me too, bro.
But I was talking about it, and actually, that's my next story. I was talking about Breaking Bad. Like, I fucking have fought it so bad, and now I'm so fucking happy that I've seen it because I know all that shit.
That show's mid too. That show is mid.
It's good.
It's on pizzas on the roof and shit.
It's good.
They're leaving fucking.
It's good, bro.
Bad take bloopers on in the movie. Come on, man. In the show.
It's unprofessional.
No, I just get too emotional, and I get emotionally tied to shows. So, like, once I hated his wife, I was like, I fucking hate her, bro.
No, but you're supposed to hate her.
I know, but I stopped watching. I'm like, fuck you, because man. It makes me so mad.
You're supposed to hate her the entire show because it's funny.
No, but I get too emotionally attached where I go, I don't even want to watch her face anymore.
That's the point of her character.
Nah, then the character always makes them, you know?
Well, speaking of Breaking Bad, the creator Vince Gilligan pitched a GTA-inspired video game adaptation. I'm in. Sign me up, bro.
I'm in, but like to an extent, because it's also like, what are you going to do? You going to have me in the fucking kitchen cooking?
Yeah. No, but it's like all the drug dealing and the fucking violence and all that shit, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
You got to go rob people. I'm sure like you can fucking set it up.
It's GTA.
Yeah.
You know, whatever.
GTA style, you know?
Yeah, but it's also
GTA, but it's just fucking Walter White.
It's also tough for me because like GTA is like
you gotta like fucking
a good game, you know.
Go home to your family and lie to them, like and eat dinner and fucking.
GTA is a good game. GTA is a good game, and so it's very difficult to recreate that, especially if you're not gonna go to Rockstar and present it to them, you know. So you're telling me you're gonna make a GTA-like game but not go to Rockstar. Now I'm already out of it because I already know no other company can really make a game that good because no one has done it. Like if it was that easy to make a game that good, other companies would have done it. And so far, GTA and Red Dead Redemption 2, my favorite game of all time, no one has ever come close to recreate games like that. In my opinion, I love Fallout. I don't think that game is as smooth.
Bro, you
as GTA.
fucking played nonstop Fallout.
I love Fallout,
Yeah.
but I actually like Fallout more than I like GTA. But I don't think it's as smoothly created
Crafted,
as GTA is. Now, I mean, Fallout's an amazingly built game. Don't get me wrong.
I could say, I mean, like, it's not going to be good because, or I mean, it'll probably be fine, but it's like, yeah, we have a GTA game. It's fucking GTA, you know what I mean?
It's like you kind of sell drugs and
yeah. Like, it's
people and
fine. Like,
shit.
you know what I mean? It's going to be fine, but it's like we already have that.
exactly.
So-
It's kind of like no one's really asking for it. Feels kind of late. You know, I feel like they already had their resurgence on Netflix like so long ago. Why are they kind of doing it now? I still, when I saw it, I sent it to you. I thought it was interesting.
The reason why I think is because Better Call Saul is just about to end, and that's the
spinoff
spinoff from that series that the Vince Gilligan said he's done in the universe. So he's like, I'm done now. So create a fucking game that you could, you know.
Yeah, no, it's definitely interesting. And if you can get the characters to come back, like I think if you're like Jesse,
I mean, yeah. What's
Right?
Aaron Paul doing these days?
is that what the game's gonna
You
be?
can voice a character.
Is that what the game's gonna be? Like you're like a Jesse. You're not gonna be Aaron Paul. You're not gonna actually be Jesse, but you are like him and Walter White. You're working for Walter White, basically.
Maybe, or I don't love it, but maybe you're Jesse and
You're literally him.
yeah, and you become the Walter White.
Yeah,
Character.
because obviously spoilers. Walter White dies,
Yeah, Walter White died, so you can't.
so you can't be him. I mean,
You could.
we're not gonna. That's what I'm saying. We're not gonna create the game. I kind of want Bryan Cranston to be in the game.
Yeah, me too.
You know what I'm saying? So
Or maybe just
no offense to Aaron Paul now, but
maybe he just shows up.
I don't think this
in
is
the
a
game.
continuation of the. This
Maybe-
isn't going to be a continuation of the
No,
story.
I'm saying maybe he just shows up in the game. Like a couple missions, you meet
Yeah.
Walter White.
You're in his high school class. Oh
Damn.
shit!
Yeah.
You have to go to high school. You're a senior. Just go to a couple classes. He's your teacher, and then you find your way into the.
No, you just you hear what he did and you go, oh shit, that was my fucking teacher. He taught us how to fucking make meth.
taught us in school.
No, because they do
teaches
that.
kids in
no,
class?
he doesn't do that.
Oh.
But I'm saying they do that.
Some of the high school kids.
Chemistry teachers go like, look, this is chemistry. Like,
okay, I got you.
This
He
molecule
accidentally-
shit is meth.
He accidentally caught Tommy.
No. They actually, there are chemistry teachers that go, look.
This is how you cook meth, kind of an accident.
Yeah,
not
kind
really
of.
teaching kids to do it, but
No,
like
dude, no. They go, look. This
how to
is
cook
how
meth.
meth is made.
Yeah.
These are the molecules that meth
Yeah.
goes into meth or whatever.
Yeah.
And you can make it like a student goes, oh shit, that was my teacher.
Yeah,
Oh fuck, I knew how to make meth.
Yeah, because have you played the Godfather video game?
Yes.
It's actually no. I think you're in the Corleone family in that game.
Yeah. No, you work for the Corleone family.
That's what I'm saying.
You're an employee. You're not part of the family, but you work for the mob.
Well, whatever. But the point is, you're not necessary. But you become the Don, so you have to be in the family, or you have to be Italian.
I don't remember how it does.
You're not a Corleone. No, you're not a Corleone.
No, that's what I'm
You're
saying.
not literally in the family.
Yeah, you're
But
a
I'm saying
mobster and then
you're
you become-
Italian.
Yeah.
So you're in the family
Yeah.
technically. So you could work your way up.
Yeah.
I think that's what happens, and you
Yeah.
become the Don eventually. So that's interesting.
Which
you know, where
wouldn't
it's like
happen,
you're playing with Walter White, and then he dies, whatever, and then
There's a way to figure it out.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm in.
We're trying to plan it right now. But I'm in too. I'm in as well. I am iffy on it, but I'm in.
I'm gonna pay fucking $70 to play this game.
I just paid like $20 to buy a Mafia game. It looks pretty good, so we'll try that out.
Games are so expensive these days. I
So
go
I
in
was
the
like
I go to the
$17.
PS store, PlayStation store, and I go to the fucking sales thing, and I'm like, it's got to be under $10 for me. To
I
buy
also
it.
just like I have so much I don't have so much invested, but I've invested time in like playing MLB, like my career. I don't want to like just give that up to play a complete new game. I've been playing MLB recently. I've been playing some NBA recently. I'm like, I don't want to give up those things to play a
I've
new
been playing
game.
FIFA, but I'm like, after a while, I go, all right, it's the same shit over and over.
You have a
again.
career mode in FIFA?
Yep.
Nice.
I'm like, yeah, bro, I score 6 goals a game. It's like,
Really?
yeah, it's fucking.
It's easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
It gets boring otherwise.
yeah,
sure.
it gets boring.
Yeah, you want to
We'll see if that comes out. Maybe he's just saying shit. He's like, fucking do a game.
Yeah.
It may not even happen. So,
Yeah, true.
we'll see. But if it does happen, I will buy
Maybe
it.
throwing it out there, see the interest.
And I'm hype as fuck for it. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely would play it.
Yeah. Moving on, Disney Plus is increasing their price to $10.99 in December. I was also told a stat yesterday
I
that
don't know we're struggling out here, bro.
that's my thing, bro. And
I
that's
know
why I
we're
said when all these
struggling out
fucking
here.
streaming services start coming out, I'm like,
Bro, we're broke. I can't even eat, and you want me to pay
to pay for like 3 streaming services, it's like
So I use
fucking
Jake's Netflix.
basically paying for cable.
Yeah, at this point, yeah. That's what I'm saying. There's gonna be the next step. We should create it, but the next step is gonna be calling these companies and say, let's just sign some kind of deal.
Let's do a
where
bundle.
maybe I don't get every single movie on Netflix or every single show on Netflix, but I get a bundle that includes like I go with Peacock, Netflix, and all these shows, and I go, all right, I have a bundle that includes The Office, includes Friends, includes like all these ones that people like, you know? Yeah. And it's just a bundle where it's like basically you're paying for cable is $60 a month, but you have a hella shows.
Yeah, it got it. Yeah,
cross-platform.
It's too much, dude. It's too much. It's Discovery.
Don't go fuck that. We're
HBO Max, Disney Plus, Netflix, Peacock. Fucking what else? Hulu.
I think some of these companies are going to understand themselves though. They can't uphold what's going on because like if we can't afford it, right? So I'm sorry, Paramount Plus. I'm fucking never paying for your shit.
I pay for it just to watch soccer, but that's it.
You're never paying for Paramount Plus. I'm never paying for. I pay for Hulu. Jake pays for Netflix. I use it. There's what else do we have? HBO Max. Well, like some of these companies are gonna realize Discovery Plus, bro. Like we can't. No one's paying for our shit. You know what I mean? Because like there's just too much other shit to watch.
Yeah.
So those companies are gonna start merging. Wasn't there a company that had a huge merger recently, like HBO Max and Discovery?
Yeah.
Yeah, Discovery.
Yeah, they merged, but.
Yeah, because Discovery, like, who the fuck is going to pay for Discovery? I'm sorry. There's great shows on there. There's great shows on there. Don't get me wrong. But no one's going to pay an extra $9 a month to get Discovery.
Yeah, they have the same parent company, I think, and they were like, let's just fucking put the shit together, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
it's too much, yeah. It's too much. And Disney, I know you're raising your price, but Netflix is raising their price.
You might lose me soon, bruh.
I don't know. It's hard. I started watching Boy Meets World again.
It took me a lot to go to watch Obi-Wan Kenobi. I watched it, and I was like, wasn't even that happy with it. It was good for sure, but
my review was accurate, right?
What'd you say?
The whole season's made, and then the last episode's fucking fantastic.
It was all right. Like it was all right. Yeah, I was like, come on, get
fucking
to the
waste
lightsabers.
of 6 hours, dude.
Because the lightsabers already made.
Yeah, it's just a waste of 6 hours. You didn't fucking do anything.
That was
the story doesn't mean
so
anything.
Disappointed in Obi-Wan. Like he's just like, yeah, no, I can't do nothing. Like what? You can though.
The story just doesn't mean anything to the Star Wars. Like literally, this story could fucking have not happened. And
no, it's just kind of it's really diving into what happened during that time, which is interesting for me. But yeah, I was kind of pointless.
I'm telling you, the hardest shit is the fucking last speech from Anakin. That's the hardest fucking shit.
Anyways, Disney Plus, I'm not gonna pay it. Yeah. Fuck you.
Anyways, moving on from that, Warner Brothers is considering 3 options for The Flash. Obviously, Ezra Miller has been in a lot of.
I know which one they should choose. I know which one they're gonna choose.
So the 3 options are: first, Ezra Miller gives an interview explaining the erratic behavior.
Sure.
And does limited press.
Literally no explanation, but okay.
2, Ezra Miller plays no part in the film's promotion, and the role gets recast.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know if that's an option. I don't think it's an option.
No, like they put out this movie, and then the next movie.
Oh yeah. That's
Flash.
an action. That's an option.
And then 3,
you can't change this.
3, the film gets completely scrapped.
Yeah, they should scrap the fucking film at this point. This is ridiculous. But they also spent $300 million on it, so they're not going to scrap the film. So they're going to have Ezra Miller play no part. That's what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. They're not going to have him play a part in the promotions of it.
Yeah.
They're going to recast Flash as a character, and they're going to release the movie. That's what's going to happen. And I think they might even have to release the movie in theater just because they need to make some money back.
I just come out and be real. I just think if you're coming out and you make a statement and just be honest, be like, I feel like most people be like, yeah, we fucking understand that. But like, hey, look, we spent a lot of money. It would be too hard to recast.
Yeah, like why do they act like we're stupid or we're oblivious to shit?
I'm saying, just be honest.
We can very clearly see what's going on. Like, oh, have Ezra Miller apologize. No. No. Sorry, I feel bad for him because Ezra Miller obviously is going through some shit.
Yeah.
But dude, he's going through some shit, and he's definitely not in the right mind space right now. So no, we don't need him to say anything. Like we get it. Like he's kind of like a little too far gone at this point. I think his career is kind of over.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. You know what I mean? He doesn't need to say shit. Don't pretend like we don't know what's going on. We know what's going on.
That's what I'm saying. I think
hey man, we fucked it up, bro. Ezra Miller kind of lost his mind a little bit. Sucks. It's very sad for him. We're hoping for that he gets the help he needs.
We don't agree with a lot of what Ezra Miller's doing.
I mean, I hope he gets help he needs, honestly, because it's mental shit and drug and alcohol abuse and stuff for sure. Yeah. But you hope he gets the help he needs, and that's it. And please watch this movie because we spent a lot of fucking money on it.
Right. And just say, hey, like we're going to recast this moving forward.
Just get the guy from the show already. Come on, what are we doing?
I don't know.
He's a beast, bro.
Is he?
What's his name? I think he's good.
I forgot his name, but
he is Flash to me.
Yeah, just fucking say whatever multiverse shit.
Did we ever even like Ezra Miller as Flash? Like from the jump,
I didn't love it.
I didn't love it.
But also, I don't love a lot of these fucking characters. So
the castings. You mean?
Well, no. I'm saying just the movies suck. So
yeah, DC's just been for the flop recently. Yeah.
So I think they should put the movie out.
Are they resetting
recast
it or
forward.
not? I don't understand.
Supposedly they are. Supposedly they're not.
They're resetting it, but they're like, well, maybe we're gonna recast it, maybe not. Like, what are you talking about? I thought you guys were resetting everything.
Just stop.
Stop making movies.
Stop making movies.
Shut everyone down right now.
And go, look, we're going to take 6 months.
And take our time.
We're going to take a year. We're going to plan this out.
Pick a couple comic books.
In 2024,
we'll release
you will have fucking a new Superman.
Yeah.
Sucks for
Start from there.
but yeah, start over. Anyways, moving on from that, there are 2 films left in 2022 that could surpass Top Gun Maverick at the domestic and worldwide
There's
box
movies
office.
that can pass right now?
No, there's still 2 movies to be released.
Oh.
That could possibly top
this year?
Top Gun Maverick. Yeah.
Tell me the movies, please.
So I wanted to bring it up because I want to see. Do you agree?
Let's see.
First one.
Fuck no. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Avatar.
Nah, I don't think
water.
so.
I don't know, I'm kind of hyped about it, bro. There's something about it.
Are you though?
There's something about it. I don't know. I'm hyped about it.
Let me ask you a question. When was the last fucking time you watched the first Avatar?
A long time ago, but
2012.
yeah.
When it fucking came out.
Whenever it came out, yeah.
No one gives a fuck about this
I'm
movie,
lying.
bro.
No, I watched it on TV.
I probably watched some of it on TV. I definitely haven't watched it from beginning to end since then.
Yeah, but it's still
Since
slapped at
2012.
the time, bro. And there's something about it, bro. I just want to watch it.
I just highly doubt the rest of the world is on the same page as you.
I don't know. They have their own fucking land at Disney.
Where?
They have Avatar Land.
Where?
I don't know where it's
Capping.
at.
This is not Orlando, maybe. Hong
see.
Kong, maybe.
Let's see.
One of a different Disneyland is not our Disneyland. They definitely don't have it at Disneyland. I've been to Disneyland and California Adventure recently. They don't have it there.
Disney.
Shout out to Anaheim, baby.
Pandora.
Is Anaheim like the one?
The World of Avatar is what it's called.
It has to be.
It's in Florida.
Yeah, Florida. Mm.
Yeah.
Is Florida the one to go to, by the way?
I guess it
Is it
has
the
like
Disneyland?
I don't know. This is the OG Disney.
Right.
This is the
OG
original.
one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
This is the original.
So
Disney.
we're the best.
Yes.
Yeah. Fuck Orlando.
Like that one has like a gang of parks and it's like really big.
Which is cool.
But this is the OG one.
Yeah. Also, fuck. It's so much walking.
Yeah. Also, it's far as shit.
Yeah. Who the fuck wants to go to Florida?
So Avatar is one,
Sure.
and Black Panther 2.
No, neither.
You don't think Black Panther 2 is gonna pass it?
Maybe, I guess. I don't know. I just again, it goes back to superheroes. I'm kind of dry. I'm done with superhero movies.
But you're gonna fucking be first in line for Black Panther.
But do other people feel the same as me?
I think so, bro.
If Chadwick Boseman, rest in peace, if he was still alive and he was going to be in it, I definitely would be a lot more excited.
I think even it's not about being excited. I think people want to go see what they're gonna do with this.
They're going to go
franchise.
see it.
Yeah.
People are going to go see Black Panther 2. Yeah.
Also, that Killmonger theory, bro. Shit slaps.
It's starting to get some rumors.
No. Because there was pictures of Michael B. Jordan while they were filming Black Panther, and he was like on a beach and shit.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, he's not in the movie, obviously.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
maybe he could be. I don't know. He's in a suit most of the time, so we're like, dude, come in late.
Well, yeah, no, I'm excited about. I don't want to act like I'm not excited about this. I just want to emphasize that this has nothing to do with Avatar, nothing to do with Black Panther. I'm actually separately excited for both of these movies.
Yeah.
I just think at the same time, I love Top Gun, and I honestly don't want anyone to pass Top Gun. But also, I think it's tough to pass Top Gun because it was a movie that everyone came out and they went home, and I had multiple people go, "You gotta watch this fucking movie."
Bro, what the fuck?
Like a lot of
that
people were
insane?
saying that. It is.
I saw
is.
it twice.
Like I know what it is about.
I've
this.
only seen one other movie twice. I saw Deadpool 3 times in the theaters.
Yeah. You love Deadpool.
I loved it. It was fucking fantastic.
This is what I'll say though. I haven't, even when I watch Endgame, like I watched Endgame, I definitely said like if you watched the Avengers movies and you love Avengers, like you should definitely watch Endgame. That was amazing. No Way Home, I thought it was amazing too. I didn't think after No Way Home, I didn't think I could ever get more excited about a movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, No Way Home was one of the best experiences of all time.
But the amazing thing about Top Gun Maverick is that no one fucking expected that. No one expected anyone to like it. When we heard the rumors, we were like, that's fucking dumb. No one's asking for a Top Gun movie.
who the fuck wants a
He's
Top Gun
going to be a teacher. What the fuck? It's so stupid. Like, I don't know. A lot of us, I mean, at least me and Jake for sure, were like, I don't know. Clearly, a lot of people were excited about it. There was a group of people that were excited about it. But at the same time, I feel like majority of people were like, I don't think it's going to be that well.
Right.
And for it to just surprise you like that, for me to go
it was
into it like, you know?
No, it was like the week of. I was like, I just kept hearing like, yo, this is the fucking greatest fucking movie ever.
And so I think that's what's so good about Top Gun Maverick is that I personally, at least me personally, I don't want to speak for everyone else, but I'll say me personally, I did not expect it to be even an interesting movie, to be honest with you. Like I watched the first one and I was like, all right, that was cool. Legendary classic, a little cheesy, but legendary classic movie for sure from the 80s.
Right.
I just didn't know what to expect going into this one. I wasn't super excited about it, and it blew me out the water. So I love that movie so much and appreciate that movie so much because it gave me that like feeling again of like. Typically, we've been watching so many movies recently where you watch Marvel movies and you go, okay, this is what I like, this is what I don't like. Or we've seen a lot of movies that just felt like, what are we doing? Like, why would you come out with this movie? Like, this wasn't that good. This was a bad idea. Why are we coming out with another Predator movie?
Come up with some original shit.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So we've recently been leaving the theater like it's either a superhero movie and that impresses me or a movie that's like, oh, that kind of impressed me. That was pretty good. You should watch this movie. I recommend that movie. But Top Gun was like, I left the theater like, holy shit. So because of that, and I didn't expect it, I love it so much. So I do want it to stay up high. I will say Black Panther, I guess, they both do have potential to pass it. I just hope neither do.
I think Black Panther will. I don't know about Avatar. I think Black Panther will, but I'm kind of rooting for Black Panther, to be honest.
Me too. Yeah. I mean,
especially, bro, if it's fucking Killmonger coming back.
Dude, it's not. Stop with that theory. Bro. It's very obviously not going to happen. I will say, I'm excited because I told you from the jump it should be Shuri, and I told you that it was going to be fucking good. But whatever.
I think
it's gonna be here, bro.
Realistically, I don't think it's Killmonger. I even though I would love that. Mm-hmm. I think it's Lupita.
No, dude, isn't like almost 90% confirmed that it's Shuri?
No,
her name's Shuri.
It's not. There were stories that came out.
She's wearing the shit like she's wearing everything from the comics.
She's too skinny, bro.
What do you mean? Have you seen the comics? She looks exactly like the character.
No, bro, I'm telling you, I don't think it's her. Because there was theories of like why is she crying.
Oh, you're saying the screenshot of the Black Panther person in a Black Panther suit. That scene.
Yes.
Oh, that's what you're saying.
That everybody is like, I don't know, that looks too big for her.
I was saying that she has this someone who knows comic books explained that she was wearing this like this dress, these earrings and stuff, and she looked just like the comics where her character becomes Black Panther.
Right.
So that's why they're saying.
I just don't think so, bro. I just don't think so. Maybe I'm wrong. I just don't think so. I think is it Lupita? Is it Lupita? Lupita.
Sure.
Lupita Nyong'o. I think it's her. She's the wife. And supposedly she has Chadwick's son.
Is that the actual poster? Come on.
Yeah, I think that's the actual poster.
Oh, it's her, bro.
It's not her, bro.
Fucking suit.
It's not her, bro. It's not her, bro.
I'm gonna say Black Panther, Shuri, comics.
I think it's Lupita.
I don't think so, but
I think it's Lupita, but yeah, we'll see.
Come on, this is her in the comics. It's her, bro.
No, I know, but in the actual movie,
it's a picture of her thigh, dude.
It's not. Look,
dude, come on.
Look, bro.
Look at that.
No, I know.
It's her, bro. It's gonna be Shuri, and it's over. It's over for you, motherfuckers.
No, hold on. I gotta show you now. I gotta fucking show you. Sorry for the fucking silence.
Sorry for the silent air. She's skinny, bruh.
No, she's fucking
it's skinny, bro. It's slightly thicker than you would expect. Camera adds 10 pounds. Move on. It's also CGI.
I don't know.
So they have to
see. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. You're probably right. Yeah. But I just feel like Lupita would be better, I think.
Have you seen, by the way, some of the scenes from She-Hulk?
Yes.
Why does she look so bad?
Terrible CGI.
The CGI is so bad.
So awful. But I think it's just because it's a TV show and they're like, we can't spend that much money.
Oh, it's a show?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think they're just like, we can't spend that much money on that.
That was like a new movie. Yeah, it just doesn't look good. But just paint her green. Also, you had what's her name be green? The girl from Guardians of the Galaxy, and she looks way better than that.
Yeah, because she's actually painted green.
That's what I'm saying. Just paint her green. What?
But it's because she has to be the Hulk. She's a She-Hulk, so she gets bigger.
Okay, CGI that's fine, but I'm talking about the ones of her being small.
Yeah, have her stand on a
green and just like normal, and I'm like, what?
Have her stand on some platforms or some shit.
No. She's green when she's like normal. She's not changing the Hulk. She's not She-Hulk.
Yeah.
She's just like normal herself.
Yeah.
And she's green.
Yeah, they didn't even make her that much bigger.
They made her see. No. Wait, no. She's supposed to be the Hulk in that moment. No, she's not big at all.
When she's green.
No, I'm talking about there's a moment in the scene. There's a scene in the show that they've shown where she's normal human size.
Yes.
And she's green.
Yes.
And that's CGI'd. That's what I'm telling you.
What?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's obviously CGI'd.
Oh.
That's why I have a problem with it. I'm like, well, just paint her green. I don't get it.
Yeah, just paint her green. I don't understand. Terrible. It's terrible CGI.
Anyways, moving on.
I'm not excited about that show at all. Lastly, for movie news, the Fall movie. Have you seen this?
The Fall? No.
No, not The Fall. It's called Fall.
Okay.
Landed 10th place at the box office. The thriller cost only $3 million to produce and less than $4 million to promote.
And top 10 is pretty good?
No. Okay, so...
Oh, Oh yeah, I have seen the trailer for this. So it's two girls.
It looks so awful.
It's similar to the Lion movie that's coming, Prey or some Predator, whatever it's called.
Prey.
Which they just came out with a Predator movie called.
No, is it?
So, what's it called? Prey or something.
Let me see.
Yeah, there's a movie coming out with Idris Elba where he's trying to protect his family from a lion. And it's like a similar concept where it's like they're not going to leave a perimeter. There's a perimeter of place in like their setting where they're at where they're not going to leave.
Oh, it's called Beast.
Yeah. And so these two girls in this movie called Fall, these two girls climb up to this thing because it's like an adrenaline thing.
Tower thing.
Even though her boyfriend died or something like doing it, right? Or something like that.
I don't fucking
And then they had no signal. The ladder breaks, of course, and they're stuck up there. And they have to try to basically survive. And that got 10th?
10th. But it's like this random movie showing up. Looks fucking terrible. The CGI looks awful in the trailer.
And you're just saying, you just want to bring it up in general?
Yeah, I'm like, what is this movie?
Yeah, it
looks fucking bad.
It does. That's what we're talking about when we talk about like who comes up with these ideas and who's signing off on these ideas.
Like this movie got greenlit, but there's other shit where we're like, dude, fucking do that movie. It would be great.
Yeah, so I'm definitely like surprised. There's a couple. This is the second movie, I would say. It's like similar to like, what is this? Same with Beast. It's kind of like, what? Why would you have...
Yeah, there's a moment in the trailer where he's punching the
Idris Elba's just fighting
Come
a lion
on, bro.
one-on-one. It's also Idris Elba, though, bro. I don't know. I wouldn't fuck with him. If I was lying, I wouldn't fuck with Idris Elba at all. Couldn't be me, bro.
I just think it looks ridiculous.
I just love Idris Elba so much.
That's gonna be like the top...
I'm telling you, you're going to watch it, and it's going to be kind of entertaining.
I mean, it's Idris Elba. I'm sure like it's fine, but...
I just feel like if he signed off on it, I'm confident it's okay. But yeah, we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, no, that's an interesting movie for sure. I'm not gonna watch it probably, but maybe.
Maybe when it comes on streaming, I'll watch it.
One of those like, it's Friday night, let's watch a movie, see what's going on.
It's like one of the fucking greatest movies.
Yeah, exactly. You never know.
But that does it for our movie news. If I missed anything, let me know down below or on Twitter, media_mixtape.
Yes, sir.
Have you guys seen this fall movie? Let us know if it's good or not. I have no idea. It looks terrible.
Who's watching it?
Who's watching it? It's on fucking 10th.
I think it's top 10.
Yeah. What the fuck? Anyways, we're going to get into our review of the game Drillmatic.
Yes, Drillmatic, Heart versus Mind, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, Heart versus Mind.
Kind of a funny, it feels to me at least like an awkward, like we just talked about a bunch of comic book superhero movies and now we're going to review the games album. Sorry for a crazy change of tone of the podcast. But yeah, we're going into the games Drillmatic, Heart versus Mind. Now, to me, it was a little bit of a surprise album. The last I heard of the game was roughly like a week ago or the middle of the week. It came out where he's on like a podcast kind of thing and he's talking to someone. I don't really watch the podcast, so I don't really know who he's discussing.
He's talking to Nori.
Okay, he's talking to Nori.
Yeah.
And they talk about Eminem. Eminem comes up with a conversation. The game basically says, I'm better than Eminem. And then tells who? Nori? Tells Nori, well, you think I'm afraid of a white man? You know, like kind of says that. Like, I'm not afraid of no white man. So...
Right.
That I saw that clip first, and so I was already like, "Look, man, the game. I love you. Obviously, represent LA, legend. I think he's underrated. We talked about this at the top of the podcast. But when I saw this clip, I was just kind of like, why? Why are we beefing with Eminem?
Especially like Eminem's not in the game right now.
Yeah, at this point in time, Eminem no longer makes music. Right. The game does make music, but felt, at least to me, few and far in between that I would hear the game. So I just felt like you're kind of retired, right? To Eminem's kind of retired.
Yeah.
What are we doing? You know, I'm not saying the game's retired because obviously he just dropped a fucking 30-track album.
Right.
So he's not obviously not retired, but he just isn't. He hasn't been making music recently. He's in his early 40s. It just felt like, okay, if you're gonna come out with an album, cool, but to diss Eminem kind of out of nowhere just felt out of nowhere to me. Now maybe I don't know the full story because I haven't really Googled this or looked into it much. I just saw him say that what he said. I don't know why he has this beef or anger towards Eminem, but it's what it is. So. I saw that in the week, and I was like, okay. And then I saw a buddy of mine who's posted the game before. He's a game fan. He said, oh, shoot, you got to listen to this disc or whatever. I just posted on a story.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, shit, the game dropped an album. I told Jake we should review it. So here we are. Listen to the album, and we're going to review it. So a little bit of a surprise to me of a drop. Did you know he was dropping? Did you hear about it?
I have no idea, but I don't think anybody ever knew. Besides like early on with G-Unit, I don't think anybody since then knows when he's going to drop.
Yeah.
I think he just fucking...
He doesn't really announce it or shit.
Yeah, he just drops shit.
For sure. So the game's that kind of rapper. But yeah, so going into it, I was interested. I was definitely mostly interested in listening to the diss. But I was like, okay, let's get into it. I told Jake I was kind of listening to it, and I looked at the album, I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I think I'm like halfway there. And I started scrolling down and realized it was 30 songs. Now I'm going to say this. We've talked about this many times. The max score you can get on a 30-track album, 9. It automatically takes it down a notch.
It's been an 8, bro. 30 songs?
It automatically takes it down because that's too many songs.
Yeah.
We talk about this all the time. Now, I think some people would disagree.
Already not. If I see the track list only, I'm already not enjoying it.
I'm already like, it's almost like homework. You know, it's 30 songs. I know a lot. No matter who the artist is, could be one of my favorite artists. And so I respect the game. I love the game. And I think there are the game fans out there who are probably like, oh, I love it. You know, the game dropped 30 tracks. That's fire. Sure, go ahead. But I think personally, for me, as someone who has to go through and listen to every single song and kind of review it over the weekend, it just seems it's a lot to me. So, to me, a little bit tough to drop a 2-hour album, and for me to fully enjoy every single song or fully be able to dive into every single song. You know? Right. I think if I've listened to it more, I think I'll find more gems deeper in the album. A couple weeks from now, I'll probably be able to find some stuff. But for now, I'm like, okay.
It's definitely the one where you can't listen to it twice.
Yeah.
In a weekend.
Yeah, exactly. You need a couple weeks to kind of let this kind of settle through, and probably a couple months to find your favorite songs, to find your best bars, things like that. So I will say that Jake and I, didn't have the most time to listen to this 20 times. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, off the rip, it's too many songs.
It's too many songs.
2 hours, bro.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's longer than a fucking movie, bro.
It's a lot for sure.
Yes.
So then I pressed play on the first track. One Time featuring Ice-T. I don't want to have to go through every single track because it's 30 fucking songs, but we'll talk about some of the highlights. One Time featuring Ice-T to start the album.
Sick as fuck.
Very sick. Cool to sample Ice-T.
I was working out. I was listening to it, and I was like, yo, I want to fucking fight somebody right now.
Yeah. It's just fire. Fire. The sample's fire.
Yep. I agree. I was actually like, oh shit.
Yeah.
This is fucking nice.
It's nice.
Maybe this is gonna be a fucking sick ass out.
Miss this shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then Easy dropped, and I thought that was fire as well. I like that.
Isn't that an old song? I've heard that song before.
No, the sample was a sample.
No, I'm saying I've heard that Game song before. I've heard Game rap on that.
I don't think so.
I've definitely
My life was never easy. Fire. I like the hook. Good sample, I think, as well, to sample Easy. I will say Kanye kind of ruins it for me a little bit. You're ruining it. You're ruining it, Kanye.
It says 2022, but I feel like I've heard that song before.
Yeah, no, I don't like... I mean, the game kind of samples a lot of legendary rappers and shit, But yeah, ultimately, I thought that song was good. I just didn't like Kanye's verse that much.
Yeah, that's fine.
I survived the crash so I could beat Pete Davidson's ass. What are we talking about? Kanye. Also, arrest him. He just threatened a man's life, bruh, on Instagram. I hate that people just kind of like we talk about Kanye, like, oh, it's just Kanye. He's still a genius, though. And I'm like, nah, bro. At some point this is too much. And this is too much right now for me. I agree. You keep talking about Pete Davidson. You post a fucking picture saying he's dead. Some people laugh, think it's funny. It's just not funny to me, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not even a Pete Davidson fan. I'm just saying, that's just not funny to me. It's sad. I think Kanye needs help. And I think this verse was all right.
I thought it was fine.
It wasn't like, it didn't ruin the song, but it just was like, it's fine. That was good. And then, so I was done off good. I do want to mention this one. Again, I don't want to go through every track, but Burning Checks with Fabio Foreign. When I first heard it, I was like, the game just don't fit on the drill beat, man.
I would still feel that way.
And I still feel that way now. And I was like, he doesn't fit as well on it. But the second time through and the third listen, I was like, it's not bad.
It's not bad.
But drill beats are just drill beats. They're fine.
Yeah, and he just doesn't fit. And he's also, you're 42, bro.
And Fabio doesn't even kill it as much as he should have.
Fabio's fine. Fabio's good on it, I think.
He's all right.
I think you're 42, bro.
Yeah.
You're 42. Stop trying to be
I also like that he says the king of drill at the end. Like, no, you're not.
This is the first drill song you've ever been on.
And it wasn't that great. You know what I mean? But yeah, shout out to the game. He tried it, and I think that's cool. It is kind of funny, like Jake said. You're an older rapper, so it's interesting to see him.
Just where you're 42.
Try to go back into drill, modern, like early, what the young kids are listening to. But I thought he did pretty good. He killed
Maybe
it.
that's why I think he doesn't fit, because I go, you're just not. Yeah. You're old, dude. Yeah. Stop trying to be young. Like you're old.
Exactly. You don't have to try to be young. Yeah, but it's fine. The drill beat's fine. He does a good job on it. It's just, I don't think he fits the best. Yeah. We've listened to a lot of drill. Pop Smoke is a guy who I think is the king of New York drill. He was the king of New York drill. And I think that's kind of one of those things that, like, hearing a guy like that, hearing rappers like that in general who are just killing these drill beats, even though they're now rapping complicated bars, I'm sure the game had better bars than some drill rappers out there, but sometimes, especially on drill beats, you don't need to say that much.
The vibe.
Yeah,
the vibe that you gotta hit. You
don't need to say that much. Yeah, exactly. I felt the game kind of.
But that's why Pop was the fucking king of it, because he would hit you with sick ass fucking bars, but also like
simple.
Yeah, but the vibe was there.
And the vibe was there, yeah, for sure. Yeah, so I don't think the game fit on it that well. I like that he tried it, but it didn't fit that well. Voodoo has this weird hook to it where I was like, ooh, it's kind of nice.
What is it sound like?
Not a weird hook. It's a sample, I think, if I'm not mistaken. It says featuring Boa QG. But that start to it, I was like, ooh, nice. The rapping was cool. But throughout the album, I'll say there are a lot of highlights. There are a lot of songs to me where I go, like Jake said, running to it, working out to it. Obviously, like, again, if you're a fan of the game, you're a fan of the way he raps, that gangster rap style. Like, there's songs you're gonna bump. Being from LA, when I hear the game, I go, that's when I'm extra from LA. You know? There's times where I go, man, LA's a little too crazy for me sometimes.
Right.
And then the game raps, and I go, I'm fucking from LA, baby. Dodgers fucking hat, going down, you know,
fucking Sunset.
Fucking 28, Avenue 28, where we used to fucking live off Avenue 28. Fuck, we're from LA, bro.
Yeah.
I start feeling like I'm from LA, you know, when the game raps.
There's a little bit of LA pride when you.
For sure. A lot of it.
Not with the fucking killing shit, but
No. Yeah, I'm definitely not in the gang life, but I definitely.
Like when he says, like, you don't know the difference between Altadena and Pasadena, I'm like, I fucking know. I know the difference.
Exactly. It's like one of those things. I just get that LA like vibe of like, all right, cool. Like, I'm from LA. I love it. You get that pride in your city when the game's rapping for sure. And so I think there's a lot of highlights on that. I think if you're a person who really loves that type of music, La La Land to me, that was like.
Is that the one? That's the one where he says all the fucking, if you wear this hat.
Yeah, exactly. He's explaining every gang hat, which again, I thought a little intense.
Right.
On that part. I was like, damn. Yeah. I gotta make sure I watch what hat I'm wearing. But yeah, but then that one just in general of him kind of doing the everybody want to come to La La Land. Like I was like, yeah, everyone does want to come. Wear the Dodgers hats and Impala's at, you know, just talking LA stuff, you know.
The Ty Dolla $ign Change the Game is probably my favorite song on it.
Wow.
I like it. I like fucking, yeah.
That was one of my least favorite.
Why?
I don't like.
Ty's great on it.
It's very Ty Dolla $ign-esque. You know,
what would you say is your favorite?
There's some good songs on here, bro. I don't know. My favorite. My favorite so far.
Don't you dare say the fucking 504 and one.
No. My favorite for sure is Fortunate. Kanye West. That's my favorite.
You're like, my favorite is fucking Drake with the braids.
Just the Drake interlude. No, my favorite is Fortunate with Kanye West. And who else is on that song? I'm trying to see. Dreezy.
Pretty good. Actually, yeah, you're right. I agree.
That's the best song on here.
Because it's like the beats like get beatboxing a little bit.
The beat is fire. Kanye gives I think a solid ass verse. They kill it on the hook.
Yeah, that's that one.
That beat is crazy. And then Dreezy and Chillers, who I have not really heard much from.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they're spitting.
Actually, I agree. You're right.
They're spitting
Ty's
on
second,
that
but
shit.
that one's the best one.
Chillers, I think it's Chillers. I don't know which one's which, Dreezy or Chillers. Chillers, I think the guy who has the last verse. He has that. We went hype before this podcast about the AK-47 bar. He says, bring the AKs out when you're talking all that jazz, Karolinko. And if you guys don't get that fucking bar, I'm disappointed in you. Andre Karolinko was a player for the Utah Jazz. His nickname was AK-47 because he wore number 47. His initials are AK. So he says, I bring the AK-47 out when you're talking all that jazz, like you're talking smack, but the Utah Jazz, boom. Karolinko. That shit blew me out the fucking water. I'm with Ye, looking for a Christian to mingle. Oh my gosh. They're spinning bars. So Fortunate is probably easily my favorite track on here that I'll bump. Shout out to Kanye too. He has a good verse on that as well. But yeah, throughout the rest of the album, again, there's highlights. I think there's strong tracks that are very bumpable. You like that West Coast, the game vibe. He mixes it up a little bit here and there with some of the features he has. He has Jeremiah on a couple songs. I mean, there's so many fucking features on here. It's ridiculous.
Cameron, Big Sean, Blueface.
Big Sean killed it.
Rich.
I actually like that Big Sean one.
Lil Wayne, Chris Brown.
The Big Sean track as well. I thought it was really good.
I fuck with them a lot.
Big Sean killed it as well. Blueface.
But that to me is more of a Big Sean song than it is a game song.
For sure. A lot of these tracks feel more like the artist artist that's featured, but I think it also has some cohesiveness to it, where they still kind of flow together really well. There was a couple tracks, like I think the Big Sean one going into the Blueface one, I actually was surprised when the song switched. Couldn't really it was a nice transition, I'll say. So yeah, overall, some good songs on here. A deep track at the end, like most rappers have at their album, A Father's Prayer, talking about being a father and stuff like that. Overall good. A very important highlight of the album, I guess you can say. The Black Slim Shady track, the diss song to Eminem.
Let's go into this one. Let's say this
because obviously we can keep breaking down the album.
Right.
How did you feel about the diss? How did you feel about him talking about when you saw the video of him talking about the diss? How did you feel? Or talking about him? Or
this is what I'll say. Eminem. I do think when we talked about it before, I do think the game is very underrated.
Yes.
Like his 300 bars, I think people forget. Like
that was crazy.
Crazy. Like, the amount of disses he had in there. He dissed the whole fucking G-Unit crew. He fucking rapped 300 bars,
so
bro.
good, too. Like, every bar.
Yeah. So, I do think he's underrated as hell. I do think he's one of the better rappers, like, all time. Like, just lyrically, I think he's one of the better rappers.
Damn, I forgot about 300. I'm gonna go listen to this shit after.
300 bars and run it, yeah. I mean, I used to have that shit on my fucking iPod.
Repeat, bro.
iPod Shuffle. Had it on my fucking iPod, and, bro, it was
a track
15
you just
minutes.
bumped all the time.
So he's insane. Like lyrically, he's insane. I will say I don't think he went that crazy on this diss.
Yeah, I was a little bit disappointed in the diss itself because he came out on that video. It just seemed he was very angry. He seemed very, I'm not scared of a white boy, and he seemed like he had a reason to be upset. So again, I don't know what the beef is there. I don't know if he has some kind of past stuff. Obviously, the game and 50 Cent aren't cool, right? So. That's part of it. 50 Cent kind of found, right, Eminem a little bit to an extent, or helped him early in his career. So there's something there. He kind of throws some Dr. Dre stuff in there, too, where he's kind of throwing praise to Dr. Dre, but then, I don't know, talking about him being tied up and shit, obviously trying to relate that to Eminem's old raps. But he does relate a lot to old Eminem. It's kind of, I have mixed feelings about it because, again, I'll say this. The game says some things in this diss where I was like, you know what? I kind of get what he's saying. And I'm not trying to say that I agree with the game. I'm not saying Eminem's I think Eminem is, for the most part, you ask 10 people on the street, 10 out of 10 times they're going to say Eminem is better than the game. But if I'm that 10th person, I might be like, let's talk about this for a second.
Right. It could be 9 out of 10.
Because it could be 9 out of 10. Because I'm not saying that the game is for sure better than Eminem. I'm not saying that Eminem is for sure better than the game. I'm going to say he might have a point to say Eminem has been a little bit overrated. Like, I've kind of just accepted that I'm going to be in the minority maybe if I say this. I don't listen to Eminem. I've never listened to Eminem if he's not, I honestly don't listen to Eminem if he's not Slim Shady. I just don't. I listen to maybe Mockingbird, which is he Eminem? I don't remember. Is he Slim Shady on that? No, right? He's Mockingbird, he's Eminem.
Yeah, he's Eminem on those. The more serious projects, he's Eminem.
Stan is incredible, right? In the Closet is incredible where he's Eminem. He has some great tracks, and don't get me wrong. Eminem is a legend. Eminem is a great rapper. He's a great lyricist. But I've always said this. The newer tracks of Rihanna, I can't tell you what it really is. I can only tell you what it I fucking hate that song.
Yeah.
I fucking hate Eminem's verses.
I agree. I don't like that song.
I don't like I don't like his newer verses. Like once he hit 35, I didn't like any of his shit, honestly. And my favorite Eminem is Slim Shady. Now maybe I'm wrong for that. I don't know. But my favorite Eminem is Slim Shady. That's just what it is. That's the most Eminem I listen to. The Real Slim Shady, Please Stand Up. I love that shit. I love when he's kind of talking crazy, doing crazy stuff. Is the Slim Shady stuff for me? Does that put him at a pedestal? Put him in top 10 rapper of all time? Does that put him ahead of guys like Andre 3000, The Game, 50 Cent, all these other rappers? I don't know. It's up for debate for sure. Again, like we can debate this all day. I'll say I think the game has some points in what he was saying, but ultimately, specifically in his diss, he's mostly talking about Eminem being white. He's mostly talking about cultural appropriation, talking about making fun of the white kind of culture of like, oh, he's an Uber. Stan's brother is an Uber driver, and he's delivering Uber close to 8 Mile and stuff, and like. It's just kind of dissing him being white and not being black, and it's that's what kind of like throws me off. Where it's like I don't know if I'm a fan of that.
Right? Like, what is your beef?
Like, because that's my thing. It's like, I thought he was going to say some shit. I was like, oh, wow, I didn't know that. Like, he does mention Curtis writes his bars. I was like, oh, shit, wait, 50 Cent was writing some Eminem bars back in the day?
Right.
We've talked about this multiple times with the Drake stuff. Like, I don't mind if a rapper does have other rappers help them write. But I didn't know 50 Cent wrote any bars for Eminem. Is that true? So I don't even know if it's a true claim. But ultimately, I just don't get where the game is coming from. Like, if Eminem just came out last week, then this makes some sense. Oh, you guys think he's a good rapper? Right. He's fucking white. Fuck that. Okay, I get it because he's a new rapper.
Or if he was disrespected in any way,
then I get it. Yeah. But it just felt like out of left field.
Yeah.
You just start saying he's white. It's like, bro, he's been white for the last 20 years. Like, why are you talking about it now?
It doesn't change the fact that he's one of the better selling artists of all time.
But it's also like, why do you have an issue with that now? He's been 20 years.
Right.
He hasn't rapped in the last 10 years. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like.
Also, he doesn't, like... Eminem doesn't rap about, like, I'm from the hood.
He talks about 8 Mile, for sure.
Yeah, he talks about 8 Mile, but he doesn't rap like, I'm fucking hard, I'm from the hood. Like, he's never been that. He's never been that.
And he came out immediately, was wearing tighty whities and nah.
Right.
Nah. He wasn't hiding the fact that he was different.
Yeah, like...
If anything, he was embracing it.
Yeah. He's one of the more unique acts, especially at the beginning.
Yo, like I've never seen a white person before. Oh my god!
So I don't understand.
Bro, come on, you know what I'm saying? Though we forget how good that motherfucker is. Too.
Right.
So it's kind of hard for me.
I don't understand. Like, was there any disrespect? Like, why? I think it's just he just wants to be relevant.
You didn't find anything when you Google search?
No, I'm looking and it's just like no. Eminem hasn't said anything about it, and it kind of came out of left field. Basically, is what everybody's saying. Like, why is he beefing with Eminem? That's really
I think Jake and I talked about this off the podcast a little bit. It could be that the game understands the game of the rap game. You know, he understands that in order to get people to listen to your albums and shit, you need to have some kind of draw to it, right? And aside from all the features he has, which again, incredible features, he apparently almost had Drake on it as well, and that fell through obviously. But Pusha T, Kanye West, we said all the names already. Incredible features for sure, and that was going to help his album for sure. And maybe he thought this last ditch kind of effort to throw a 10-minute diss in there was also going to draw some attention and eyes to his album. I didn't really know his album dropped, and we have a podcast that talks about music. I didn't know his album was dropping, but I did see it from a friend of mine who said, hey, gotta listen to this diss. So I think that goes to like, okay, it helped me listen to the album. We probably would be talking about some other shit if I didn't see someone talk about the diss.
True.
So he understands that, hey, if I don't bring some diss and beef up in this situation, then no one's gonna listen to my album, or less people are gonna listen to my album. So I got to bring a reason for people to listen. I don't think the game needs that. Again, I think he also is a great rapper on his own right. I don't think he needs publicity stunts, but maybe he felt maybe I should do that just to kind of push it a little bit, maybe. But ultimately, it does feel like he's just not really. He was spitting bars. Don't get me wrong. He was spitting bars on it. It just really felt like the main focus was talking about Eminem being white. But he also paid a lot of homage to Eminem in that diss. Like, he goes back to rapping like him, to spitting some of his flows. Yeah. So I'm like, you're kind of rapping like if you appreciate what Eminem did in the past.
Yeah, like talking about his old songs, like Skeletons in the Closet.
He kind of just
like, all that stuff.
Yeah, he brought up like the starter cap, having an autograph on it. Like, there's so much shit where I'm like if I was an Eminem fan, right, and I'm like trying to argue against the game, I'd be like, you sound like a fan right now,
right?
More than you're dissing him.
Yeah, like, you know a lot about his fucking career.
Yeah, about his career. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it just felt weird to me. I'm not saying it was a bad diss. I think he spit bars. I think
there's nothing in there.
There's
something in there of like substance.
Yeah,
there's something in there where I'm like, oh shit, that's fucking. I was like that. Yeah, you're just rhyming words now.
You just dissed him.
He did the. Well, made me laugh. The one was
Haley's with me.
Nothing rhymes with orange. He says that in the middle of the song. But it's like there's nothing in there that's like, oh shit, that was like a legitimate gripe with Eminem. It's like, exactly. You're just saying that he's white and
exactly. Like if he brought up a situation. So I got the club the other day, whatever. He does bring up like he brings up good points on this end for me. No one ever fucking plays Eminem in the club.
Yeah.
When was the last time you played Eminem in your car? The game says that motherfucker's never been in my car. You know, that's a good low diss. When was the last time Eminem's been in your car? You know, for real. I'm asking you.
No, I don't.
Right, last time Eminem's been in your car. You know, he has all these number one albums, but it's like, really, who the fuck is listening to him? Yeah. To be honest, there's a lot of white people, and I'm not trying to say it's a bad thing because whatever your fan base is your fan base, but he does kind of make a point of that, of like Eminem's just white, and there's a lot of white people in America, and so a lot of white people were like, I like hip hop. he's white, I don't listen to him.
Right.
And maybe that's why he has 1 million platinum albums.
Right.
Maybe that's the point he's trying to make.
Right.
And that's, I guess, kind of has some substance to an extent. But you also can't take away the fact that Eminem is also a fucking really good rapper.
When you can't talk about hip hop without talking about Eminem.
Yeah, I think he is a really good rapper. Now, is he better than the game? I think, again, 9 out of 10 times, everyone's going to say, yes, he is.
Yeah.
I think Eminem, I think the game is underrated. So I think it could be a conversation. When he mentioned the names, the game mentions the name in the diss. Tupac, Biggie, he says some other names. Andre 3000, I think he mentions.
Yeah.
Some other names he drops. I was like, I was like, after saying those names, I don't think Eminem's top 5, to be honest.
No. He's not better than those guys.
It.
He's not better than those guys.
You think he's better than Andre 3000?
No.
He's better than Tupac? No. Biggie? No. Nas?
No.
You know, and I think Eminem's a beast, bro. But it's a question mark. Some people are going to say Eminem is better than Nas, but I don't. Lyrically, I don't know. Like, what are we saying, you know?
Yeah.
Plays-wise? Popularity, it's kind of unfair. There's a reason, again, I'm not trying to say it's bad to have a white fan base, but there's a reason why Eminem is number 1 in the charts in the UK as well.
Yeah.
He's a white rapper, you know? It's just that kind of gives him some extra love, you know what I mean? A little bit here and there. So, in terms of the hip-hop community, are they bumping Eminem in Atlanta? Are they bumping Eminem in New York?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that's the point that the game is making. Are they bumping Eminem in Compton? No.
I mean, those are all
answers.
valid, but that also
You know what I
doesn't
mean?
like change the fact that Eminem has
He's a legend.
Legend had one of the biggest careers, and
I like him.
when you want to lose yourself in the music, when that came out, bro, that shit was slapping everywhere, bro.
Movie was great.
Movie was great. Soundtrack was great. Like,
I love Eminem, bro.
yeah, he's a
I
legend.
love Eminem.
He's a legend.
I think he's a beast.
One of the best rappers of all time.
And I thought, again, he did it a different way.
Yeah.
He was funny. He was witty with his
Because that's
shit.
what I'm saying. Yes, they're not bumping in clubs. Yes, they're not, you know, maybe you haven't played him in a while.
Who the fuck's bumping Andre 3000?
That's
not
what I'm
bumping
saying.
Hey Ya. No one's
Yeah.
bumping Andre 3000. No one's bumping Nas.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's not like a valid thing. Because I'm like, yeah, when do they play Nas in the club?
Yeah.
Never, bro. You say you're better than Nas. You're not better than Nas.
Yeah.
So I just think, like, why are you dissing this guy? To me, the whole thing was like, why are you dissing him?
Again, I think Eminem's top 10. I don't think that's the question. I think he's top 10 a rapper of all time. I think the game is in the conversation to be in that top 10 as well. Close to Eminem. Maybe
We were talking about lyrically,
ahead.
yes. I mean, career-wise, I would say no. But
No, He's just, the game never was that popular. He was definitely popular.
He had his moment.
He
Yeah,
was definitely popular, but he wasn't. You ask random people on the street, there's some people to this day who don't know who the game is.
Right.
Unfortunately. Again, Jake and I are upset about that. I think that's, if you like hip hop, you said you can't tell a story of hip hop without talking about Eminem. You can't tell a story of LA hip hop, especially, and not talk about the game.
or the story of G Unit.
But the story of hip hop, period.
Right.
Early 2000s, the game is in the conversation.
Right.
You have to tell that story with the game in it. So, yeah, I think, again, I appreciate the game. I think it could just be a publicity stunt. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I don't think Eminem will even respond, really, because he didn't say anything too personal, I don't think.
Yeah.
Told him he's on drugs. Talk shit about Haley a little bit, his daughter. Kind of. He just said she's in the car with me.
Yeah.
Says Dr. Dre was taped up and can't say anything. Again, there's just not much there. There's just not much there aside from him saying he's white. So I think they're both good rappers. Let's just not beef with each other, man. Come on, there's no point. There's no point in this.
It's
There's
so
no point in
random,
this.
bro.
It's just so random. There's no point. It's how left field. Shout out to the game. Shout out to Eminem. We'll see if he responds. We'll definitely talk about it in the podcast if he does respond. But ultimately, spit bars. It bumps. I could bump this. Like that's cool.
Can you though? It's 10 minutes.
I won't probably, but I could.
I don't know.
And that's the thing about this album. And going back to their album review, I think this entire album I can bump. I could throw this album on shuffle and I'll be like,
For sure.
bump this shit, windows down, feeling good.
Now,
feeling
this
like
is the
I'm
thing.
LA.
Do you want to is the biggest question. I don't think I'm going to go back to this album. I'm going to keep it real.
I don't think I'll go out back to it that much. And it's mostly because there's so many songs. So again, it's hard for me to go. I picked a handful that I really like these ones that stood out to me. The rest of them still are good.
Yeah.
Like every track I was like nodding my head to it. Again, I think a lot of this shit is good. But 30 songs is way too long. We talked about this with Kanye West.
Yeah.
Way too fucking long. And it's hard for me to be able to soak in everything because there's so much. You gave me a 10-minute track also in the middle of this. So now I got to break down the diss along with breaking down your bars on track 1, along with remembering and breaking down your tracks, your bars in track 25.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work for me to do. I don't think the average listener is going to do it. I don't think that many people are going to appreciate this. I think there's a certain group, in the rap fan community, people who are OG rap fans or just like rap, they're rap fans in general. The kind of hip hop heads and stuff, they're going to enjoy this. People out there are going to enjoy this. I think there are people who are going to love this album. Maybe even consider this for rap album of the year. You know what I mean? Because he just spits that many bars and he has so many features on here and there's good tracks. You know, again, tracks like hit the radio.
Yeah.
But for me personally, on a personal scale, I'm not going to listen to it that much because it's just a lot. Just a lot. So
yeah.
But yeah, how good is the album? How good the album?
How good it is? I will give it. I think I'll give it a 5 out of 10.
Wow, it's low. How good the album is?
Yeah, I just think it's just fucking like all the songs are kind of the same,
similar,
and it's fucking 2 hours of it. And I just like I can't, bro. These are all the same. Are there good bars? Yeah, he's a fucking good rapper, but I can do that for 10 songs. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10. I think it's just an average album.
I'll say I disagree with you, which doesn't happen often on the podcast. Jake and I are usually on the same page. I disagree. I think it's better than 5. That's for sure. Because I'm talking about how good the album is.
Yeah.
For what it is, it's the game's album. It's the game's album. It's he gave me what I think you want out of the game, right? Spitting bars, talking about being from LA, hard ass beats, great samples representing great hip hop, legendary hip hop shit like Ice-T.
That's for sure.
Eazy-E, and just name a few. But ultimately, 30 tracks is too much. So that hurts a lot. And then a 10-minute song in the middle of it with a diss doesn't really feel that there's that much substance in it. That seemed like that was the goal. Not the goal, but it seemed like it was trying to be the highlight of the album, and it just wasn't really the highlight of the album to me.
Right.
I'll say 7 out of 10.
That's fucking high, bro.
But I said Donda was a 7 out of 10.
I think Donda's better than this.
Maybe. No, maybe. You might be right. You might be right, but I think ultimately I'm gonna keep it there.
I mean, if you fuck with it that heavily.
I fuck with it that heavy. Yeah. I also think it's like it's good for what it is. It's good for what it is. Like I'm judging it for what it is, and it's good for what it is. Like it's a rap hip hop game album, and I think it's good for what it is. I think his last album was better than this.
Yeah,
the document. I don't know if that was the last album. Actually, he might have dropped another one in the middle of that, but the documentary.
He did. He did because it was that cover with a bunch of pregnant women on it.
What?
Yeah, it was a random drop. Again, it was a random drop. He had a bunch of. I think it was called like.
So recently he dropped, in 2019 he dropped Born to Rap.
Yeah, Born to Rap, and there was a bunch of pregnant women on the cover.
Yeah, there is, yeah. He dropped Born to Rap recently in 1990. It was a whole
thing. It was a whole controversy. He like tweeted out like, yo, if you're pregnant in LA, like hit me up.
He dropped 1992 in 2016, which I thought that was fucking hard. That one's hard, actually. Yeah. And then the documentary 2.5 was in 2015. That was hard as fuck. Yeah. I don't think I listened to the documentary 2 plus 2.5 Collector's Edition. Streets of Compton, I haven't really heard.
No.
The game Block Wars.
Nope, haven't heard
that either. So there's a few that I haven't really heard recently. I'll go there. I think Jake is right. 7 out of 10 is pretty high. I'll say 6.5. But I think it's good. I think it's good for what it is. I think there's a group out there of the game fans who are gonna love this. I think if you're from LA, you're gonna love this. I am from LA, but I also I need some more diversity in what I'm listening to. So again, 30 tracks. There is some diverse tracks in here. Again, there are some nice Roddy Ricch, throw some singing in there. Ty Dolla $ign, throw some tracks in there. There is some nice change up occasionally, but ultimately very similar. So 6.5.
Yeah. I'm at a 5 out of 10. Pretty average album for me. Re-listenability, I'm going to be at a 1 out of 10. I'm not going back to this album.
Yeah, I'll say a 2. That track with Kanye was crazy. But I got to be in like a specific mood to bump the game. Yeah. And I'm just not a gangster, guys. Yeah. To be honest with you.
I'm a nice guy.
So I'm a nice guy. I like listening to some Giveon occasionally. So I just don't really.
Nice Giveon, you're fucking. I'm a nice guy, bro. I listen to Giveon.
I listen to Joji. I listen to fucking some Jack Harlow.
I'm not a gangster, guys. I listen to Giveon.
Yeah. And I think some people out there will say, "Oh, that's not hip hop, whatever," or me listening to Jack Harlow or some shit. Yeah. Like we like Drake, So people talk shit about that. It is what it is. If you think this is like the best hip hop ever, then cool. Like that's cool. Like I definitely appreciate that. And I think there's a large group who's gonna say that. Like this is what hip hop is, and so that's why I like it for sure. It's fine, but it's just not me. Yeah. And so I still think it's good, but 6.5 out of 10. I think if you would have shortened it a little bit, cut some of the fat out of it, maybe could even cut down that fucking disc a little bit shorter because he didn't even change up anything to say that much more. Right. Mm-hmm. So maybe cut that disc down as well. Ultimately, could have been a solid 8 or 9 out of 10 if it would have just been 12 to 15 songs.
Yeah, 12 to 15, more concise, more like
you just pick the highlights, absolute highlights, and cut out the fat.
Yeah. And I mean, I know you had a lot of features on here, so maybe that was part of it. Of like,
just don't even put the Drake interlude in there.
Yeah, and put Drake on the album.
Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, wait.
No, because I'm saying that was obviously like Drake has done features. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
he wasn't busy. The game was like, do this interlude for me, but like we're gonna pretend like you couldn't do a fucking feature. Yes, absolutely.
I think Drake was just busy,
bro. Drake's always posting a picture of like he's in a fucking random place and he has a microphone.
I think Drake was just busy.
Nah, bro.
He's busy, man. He's a busy guy.
He put out a whole fucking dance album. He couldn't throw one verse down for the game?
Yeah. Nah, I think it was Drake just not wanting to be. Maybe not.
No, dude. I think it was like, we're going to fucking put you on here, but you're not going to be on here. Yeah. That was the thing.
Maybe. But ultimately, yeah. Again, I said 6.5 out of 10 how good the album is. I say 2 out of 10 of my listenability. And that's just mostly because, again, I'm not in the mood that much to listen to this stuff. I do think that I'm a bump a lot of it, but it's going to be few and far in between. That's the problem.
Yeah, I'm a 5 out of 10 for how good it is. 1 out of 10 listenability. Let us know down below or on Twitter, media_mixtape, what your guys' thoughts are.
I got to be honest, it hurts me.
On the game.
It's like, I'm LA, man. I feel bad saying this shit.
It's just not good, though. It's fine to say it's not good.
Yeah, sure.
It's fine.
It's fine.
He's old. He's 42. He had his time.
Good, though.
No, that's what I'm saying. He had his time.
Though. He spit on this. That's why I want to emphasize this. He spit on this, bro. I want to emphasize this. But 1992 you can't tell me it wasn't better.
Yeah, 1992 is better.
That shit was hard as fuck, actually.
Yes. Yeah.
You're right.
1992 was way better.
The game could be better. In recent years, he's been better than this.
I mean, I don't know if that's not that recent, but 2016?
6 years ago?
That's a long time.
Yeah, he was 34. 36.
Yeah.
Damn, I can't do math. So, he was... in fairly recent years was killing it and better than this. And I'm not saying this is bad.
And had songs that I wanted to go back to.
He's been better. Yeah. And so there you go.
So 5 out of 10, 1 out of 10. Josh is a 6.5 out of 10.
And a
2 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
Let us know down below or on Twitter, _mixtape. What you guys thought of the album? What you guys thought of the disc? What you guys think of the game?
Tell us we're wrong. If you think we're wrong, it's fine. But it's also subjective, so suck it in.
But yeah, hit us up on social medias. If you guys want to follow us directly, I'm OBJack, OBWEJAC. You can follow Josh
at Josh__G, 2 H and 2 E's. That's too confusing for you. It should be right here in front of me. If not, it's in the description wherever you're watching or listening.
Yes, everything else is going to be linked below, including.
Is the game better than Eminem? Right now, answer the question right fucking now.
No, he's not. He's not.
I agree.
He's not, but he's close.
He's close. He's closer than most people will give him credit for.
Fuck.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm all fucking discombobulated now, man.
You're like,
fuck, I'm all sweaty and shit.
Yeah, I agree. You're fine.
Yeah.
You're fine. I agree.
Eminem's better, but the game is close.
Come on, man. Go back and listen to some Eminem. I know you don't. Go back and listen to some Eminem. Just remember how good he was. That's it.
But also, go listen to 300 bars.
Yes. That's facts.
Because there's some people who were born after 300 bars came out, bro.
Yeah, and if you don't listen to the game and you haven't heard that, if you're out there right now listening to this and saying, "Oh my God, Eminem is way better," like not even a question, just go listen to some more of the game because you would understand why we're saying it's closer than you think.
Listen to the documentary. Listen to fucking 1992. Listen to fucking documentary 2.5.
Yeah,
there's good shit on there. So
Eminem's like Luca.
I gotta get a white. You gotta get a white fucking basketball player.
Eminem's like. What's Eminem?
He's not like Luca. He's not because he kind of has one vibe. I think.
What do you mean?
Luca can do everything.
Sure.
Eminem can't do everything.
Eminem's like Jason Williams. No, come on, man. Give me something real quick.
Eminem
give me a basketball analogy for this.
Tim Duncan.
No, that's crazy.
What do you mean?
Mr. Fundamentals himself?
Yes.
He's so boring. The game. Tim Duncan's so boring. You know.
Well, I mean, Eminem's kind of boring.
Eminem's so out there. Eminem's so out there. What do you mean? Eminem's way more Jason Williams than he is Tim Duncan in a sense of like he was flashy, bro.
No.
He was flashy with the bars. He was so out there and fucking goofy and different. You know. Eminem is a fucking legend. That's it.
Magic Johnson.
Nah. Let's say Eminem is like. Eminem's Larry Bird. Eminem's Larry Bird, right? Just give it to me.
Okay, fine.
Eminem's Larry Bird. If Eminem is Larry Bird.
Larry Bird's boring as shit.
If Eminem was Larry, he was saucy with it. If Eminem was Larry Bird, the game is like a fucking Clyde Drexler type. You know, where it's like,
Sure.
he was kind of in that. Definitely Larry
not
Bird's
as
better.
good, but
Definitely Larry Bird's better.
yeah,
But hey, don't disrespect Clyde Drexler.
yeah. Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
Fine. Yeah.
Like,
Hey,
Clyde Drexler got that thing too. I packed that thing too. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
That's good. That's good. So let us know.
I don't know if it was that good. I'm sorry. Bad
Let us know.
analogy.
Make sure to go follow our reaction channel. We are back to posting videos. None this week, but we will be posting more reactions.
Yeah, for sure.
Soon. So definitely go subscribe there. That is going to do it for this week's Music and Movies episode, and we will talk to you guys next week.
Peace.